All right, let's look at what we're getting involved with today. So, got the 220 here, skid steer, mini, attachments, new plastic mats for crossing through wet areas, and yeah, let's see what today is going to bring. So this project, we were supposed to start it like in April, but the COVID crap went down and they shut this whole facility down, wouldn't let anybody in here, and now they got it all figured out, and here we are in November. So it's like 100 and some feet of 48-inch pipe that runs into the stormwater pond, and it's got giant sinkholes forming in the dam here. It goes all the way through. It's actually a creek somewhere right through there, and it flows through here into this pond, and it contains the water. One problem: they laid all the pipe backwards, so the bales are actually facing this way and the water runs this way, and when it gets a big rain, all the water is squirting out between all the joints here, and it's causing it to wash out everywhere and create all these big giant sinkholes. So what we're going to do is come in here. I got to dig all this dirt out, uncover this pipe, and pretty much take it all out and spin it 180 degrees. This will go on the uphill side, and we'll just turn it all around and relay it back. And this is the main reason I got that little compactor attachment for the mini. There's a lot of compacting that's got to go on right here, and that's going to work great sitting in the nice warm machine packing this dirt in, because it is cold this morning. Look at the frost on everything. Burr. All right, let's start up the 220. It hasn't been used since Brandon was here. Get it started up, and I got to do a little bit of clearing and get that debris out of here. It is a must to knock down trees on every job. So I've got to clean out this little bit of brush right here just so I can get to the other end of the pipe where the creek feeds this stormwater pond. I shouldn't say creek, it's more of a ditch that probably drains from other areas throughout the property, and it runs it over here into this basin. Get all this stuff ripped out and piled up. That way I could start digging here shortly. Probably take all the dirt and pile it up on this side right here because it'll be out of the way, and then go from there. Alright, all the brush is piled up there now. He's kind of cleared out the little bottom down there. He's going to move the skid steer, and we got a load of fill we're going to dump in, kind of build a little bit of a drier road, and then lay them mats across it to have a little better access to get over here. So all the trees are ripped out. I'm going to run down here and start stripping all this grass off and get it laid over here in a different pile. That way it doesn't get all mixed in with the, hopefully this is somewhat of a decent clay, and so I can keep that separate so when we pack this dirt back around the pipe it doesn't have a bunch of grass in it. Scratch the top layer off here. Somebody's put some rocks beside it. Kind of get the work area exposed a little bit better. I just don't think they packed down beside it good enough or something. I don't know. It's weird. But it's definitely washed out beside it. get a workout today. There are probably some pretty heavy pieces of pipe. I think one of those pieces of pipe weighs like 8,000 pounds. Raking back a little farther as I go up the hill because I'm going to have to stair step the ditch back because I need it to be wide enough for the Mini to fit in and safe enough for us to get down in there and work. Dirt's a little mushy. Mushy. We'll see how good that compactor works in mushy dirt. Look at the excavator just sunk down like 4 or 5 inches. I'll notch this out a little bit better too. This way I'm sitting a little more level. It's a little easier to work if you're sitting kind of somewhat even. Get every piece of grass, just trying to get the bulk of it. Probably end up using that to top dress the backside or something. It's hard to grade out grass with a lot of roots in it. This up, and then next step is to come in here and cut all the dirt out to level with the top of the pipe, and then I'll dig out beside it and pull each piece out and probably walk it down the pond dam over there and stack it up out of the way, because I just can't grab one piece and put it over there. You kind of got to take it all back out and then put it back in the right way. So before I get started too much on digging, I'm going to go ahead and replace the bucket teeth. They are starting to wear through right there and on both ends, and as you can tell they're a little shorter than the new ones right here. So I'm going to get these knocked off real quick and put the new ones on. I don't know, might put them on eBay. Had a lot of interest in the ones last time, just for some little Christmas gifts if somebody wants it. We'll see. Check out those new teeth. That ought to dig a little bit better now. Alright, got the teeth put on, and I dug around the pipe a little bit. What I'm going to do now is, I got a hook for the back of the bucket, I got a chain, and each one of these 8-foot sticks of pipe has a lifting hole in it. I'm going to feed that chain down through there, and then you shove a breaker bar in there or a digging bar, and then you just pick the pipe up. So what I'm going to do is come back down here, kind of straddle the pipe, and now that I got those teeth on there, push this flare off. There aren't any lifting hooks on this, and I guess I could bring enough dirt in here, but I'll pick it up by just sticking the bucket in there and grabbing it that way. You can tell where they did it before, where the concrete's chipped. But I'm just going to push this off for now, and then I can drive around this side, spin it a little bit, and be able to easily pick it up. And go ahead and start lifting this pipe out, and I guess I'm just going to set it up here on the pond dam, and because the first piece that get laid is the one up there. So if I take it and lay it up there, by the time I grab every piece, I'll be back to where I need to be on the other end. See if this flare will come off. Alright, let's see if this flare will push off now. Gentle not to break the ends off the pipe. Go ahead and walk up there and set them in place, get them out of the way. They've come in here and grounded some of them, so I'll have to knock all that off and clean them up nice. See how much room am I going to need? 13, let's say 12, or let's say 10, 5 foot, 50 feet, another 15. About right in here. I might have to fix back more than I have to. Alright, spin please. Thank you. Get even. Don't need you rolling down the hill, squishing nobody. And then go get the bar. that went pretty good. About as good as I thought it was going to. So now that I got those two pieces of pipe out, I'll probably track down this side over here and go ahead and see if I can get this flare dug out around and picked up and moved out, and then I'll start digging around that pipe and going on through the pond dam with it. Come down the edge right here now and try to get this flare. And dig out a little bit of the dirt here and see if I can get it pulled around where I can grab it. Maybe I can scoop it up. Down here. Probably a 10,000-pound flare in section. Alright, I'm actually going to go ahead and swing up the hill. Don't tip, don't tip, don't tip, don't tip. We're good. Like I can't even boom up, it's so heavy. Boom up, there we go. I'm gonna sit this over here because this will be the first piece that I set. I'll probably dig that one out in the first joint and then set this one in place. It don't really matter. I need to work from the back up. Set this about right, y'all. One piece of pipe, flared in section, move. Now I'm gonna go down here and dig around. Lift and pull away. And get it back as close as you can before you fall down into the hole. There we go. And back up. I about dug too much back. I got a little carried away digging. Have to cut a little more dirt now, get a little farther back to the pond dam, and actually, luckily the dirt's getting a little bit drier. Not a whole lot though, a little bit. You can definitely tell that it was not compacted around. It was just kind of backfilled and pushed in with a dozer or excavator or whatever they had, but it's definitely not packed in place. dry dirt though. I was thinking that it was all going to be mush. I didn't want it to be all mush. It makes it difficult to put back and pack when it's mush. It's still going to be wet, but at least maybe I can get it all mixed together and make a decent material. I just dig on each side of the pipe and just keep following it back through this little pond dam. Exposed. So everything's going really well. About to lift out another piece of pipe. I think I can take out one more and then that's going to cut my access off. And so I've already taken out the flare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be 6 pieces. That should be halfway, I think. It's either 12 or 13. And I'll probably come to this end and start digging my way back. Take out a couple joints and just set that in. That way that's out of the way and somewhat in place. Because I got to start laying the pipe from this end. Alright, so that was the flare I took off on the downhill side. I need this one to start back. So come all the way up here now to see if I can get this pushed off and taken down there so I can start. I'll probably end up laying the pipe back. That way I got room to start putting this pipe somewhere. bet that thing weighs 10, 11,000 pounds. Go grade out for it now. I thought that's what he was. The track won't even turn. It's so heavy. Alright, let me go grade out where this goes. Alright, so I got the Mini down there in the ditch now. Cutting the grade for the pipe. Already set the flare. Pretty much what I'm doing is, as I pulled that pipe out, the grade is still right there below it. I've been very careful not to disturb it, and now I just straddle it with the Mini and I can cut it back to that original grade, because the grade was fine. It was just the pipe just needs to be spun around the correct way. So don't have to reinvent the wheel here. Just skim it back down to original grade and start grabbing these pipes and bringing them back down here and putting them in place. See how it works. Already got the conceal on the end of it. And now 3 pieces in. That one went together pretty good. We'll lay one more for today and then start back in the morning and probably dig some more up. Keep relaying it, working our way back. That might end up staying down there tonight. It's not supposed to rain. Nudge with the end more. This stuff's so heavy and this slope's so muddy, I'm just sinking in. That looks beautiful from out here. Alright, so it was a pretty good day today. Got the flare set back and 4 pieces of pipe. I've gotten 5 sitting up there and there's still 4 more in the ground. So I think I'll set 2 more and probably go ahead and backfill this, and I might be able to get on top of this and dig the rest of those out and then just spin them around and just kind of keep working my way on up as I go. Big pipe, big heavy pipe. All right, be back in the morning.